Brianna Wu Hyper Bimbo says Thunderfoot was talking about why he left the sector on his 1 million subscriber stream. Timestamp link. He talks about you. He talks about me? Dude, I haven't talked about... Okay, I'm starting to get angry. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, what in the fuck? I mean, we've laughed about him because he's an idiot, but like... Why is he talking about me? Like, isn't this silly? Like, I mean, I don't know. I think it's silly, but...
And what is your community here? And there is a time to jump ship. And yeah, that was for me the quitting skepticism moment, which turned into an almighty...
You need to put the gun in your mouth and blow your fucking brains out. Like I have never like people send me shit and we play it, but there's no like Thunderfoot hatred brigade or anything like that. Like, I just think you're stupid, but like... And it's funny because you're like a rocket scientist or whatever the fuck you think you claim you are, but like, what in the world? Like, no, I'm serious. What in the world? Some fucking guy who knocks up every bitch he's ever seen and never claims to be moral high ground or whatever. I like getting pussy. I like fucking, just absolutely pushing her head down into the fucking, and just fucking them just nonstop. Like, what in the world makes this guy think like I have anything to do with him? Like, I don't understand at all.
Yeah, I lost a lot of subscribers during that as well, like 50,000 subscribers or something.
Okay, because you're a fucking dumbass. That's why.
I lost. But meanwhile, if you take a look at where that community has gone on to since, yeah, I wasn't the only one to, how shall we say...
Dude, I didn't fucking... Dude. Like, it's... Okay, yeah, we did catch on to it, but, like, that's minuscule compared to, like, your idiocy. Okay.
The towel there was another guy at the time who was instrumental. He was core in the start of Gamergate, and there was a guy called Mr. Metica, internet aristocrat.
Please, God, don't. So you're gonna make me defend Medicare? Like, I fucking hate you!
He went out by the time, and he also, it's like, nah, this is...
So I did... So, oh my God. I have to defend Medicare. You know what? It's over. I'm just gonna... I have a knife. There has to be a knife clear by. Like, I'm just gonna kill myself on air. Like, I cannot believe this fucking is making me defend Medicare.
This has kind of lost its way. It's been sort of hijacked by people milking this.
Milk you to death, God.
And you take a look around. Who was actually core in the community at the
where's
time?
the knife?
People like Lauren Southern, Milo Yiannopoulos,
Where's
Laura
the
Lima,
knife?
Baked Alaska, Computing Forever, Mundane
If
Matt,
you mention my name, I swear to...
Andy
What
Wolski,
the
and
fuck?
Sargon of Akkad.
Are you
And I've
fucking
also got-
serious? Are you fucking serious? He mentioned my name. Are you fucking serious?
He also, it's like, nah,
Are you fucking
this is,
serious?
This has kind of lost its way. It's been sort of hijacked by...
Are you serious?
People milking this. And, you take a look around. Who was actually core in the community at the time? It's people like Lauren Southern, Milo Yiannopoulos, Laura Loomer, Baked Alaska, Computing Forever, Mundane Matt, Ralph Retort,
No!
Andy Wolski, and Sargon of
You
Akkad.
son of a
I've also got
bitch!
in here,
You
who
son
were
of a
there at the
fucking
time,
bitch!
but also
Are
saw the
you
way the
fucking
wind was blowing. I've got
serious?
short
Are
hair,
you
internet
fucking
aristocrat,
serious?
And to an extent, Jonathan Pye. He was also one of these ones
Motherfucking
who
son of a bitch!
smelled the way things were going. That initially he was all for the calling out the.
I'm gonna see you fucking. I have to be careful because I have charges outstanding. You're done.
Feminist bullshit, but later on, he was fairly critical, especially of people like Sargon.
You're a fag.
When it was getting kind of toxic, and you take a look at like where these people went. Lauren Southern, soon after I quit, she was firing rockets, fireworks at ships picking up immigrants in the Mediterranean, and it's like, is this really helping?
You know what?
Milo Yiannopoulos, well, there's a story. Laura Loomer ended up sort of storming on stage at Shakespeare in the Park. And it's like
Who cares? That shit's like 18 years old. Like, seriously, like, Loomer, you have like 15 other things to say about, like,
this is cancel culture.
Okay, she came onto the stage like 15 years ago. Okay, big deal. I hate Loomer too, but like, what the fuck, dude?
Baked Alaska, he ended up actually inside the Capitol
I want to see you
building
dead.
on.
I mean, in Minecraft, of course.
Computing.
Dude, seriously, like, look. Okay, Loomer came on the stage, like, literally, this was right before I went to jail. So this was like 7 years ago. And you're citing this? Like, I just can't, man. What in the fuck? And this whole show, I actually intended it to be like, Fuentes is right. He was right. Fuck that fat bitch who came up to his house, drop kick that bitch, fucking spray that bitch with content spray. Like, all that was right. But, like, I see these people and you know what? And I've had problems with Fuentes and they're not going to stop, of course. But, like, these are the more evil people. Am I wrong? I'm dead serious. Am I wrong? I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting caught up in the moment. Like I'm particularly like, I'm sensitive to getting caught up in the moment, right? And it's like, okay, you know what? Calm down. It's just the moment, like whatever. But by the way, Fuentes was still wrong. I'm not taking that back. But like, this guy's a fucking piece of trash. And am I wrong that he's worse than Fuentes? And he acts like, because he has some fucking PhD and fucking like rocket fucking bullshit or whatever the fuck. Like that he has some, standing to tell me what the fuck to think. You know what? I think you should be in jail. That's what I think. And Fuentes, was he off base? Yes. Fuentes was off base, and he was wrong. And you know what? But you know what he did? He Sparta kicked the bitch into next week and fucking maced her. So, what am I supposed to say to that, right? Like, it's like, okay, well, good job, right? And then I sit here and look at Thunderfoot, Jesus Christ. It doesn't even matter what I think about Fuentes and all the, like, you know, beef and all this and that. It's like, you're a massive faggot. Am I wrong? I don't know. Also, god damn it, my fucking, excuse my language, by the way. It didn't, there we go.
Daniel Larson Stan sent $2 on Rumble. Cog or Thunderfoot, which is worse? Same energy.
Thunderfoot.
Brianna Wu Hyper Bimbo sent $1 on Rumble. He brings you up in more detail again. Keep going.
Are you serious? Like, why does he... Dude, I would fucking, like... I want to beat his fucking face in. Like, and I have no real reason to feel that way, like, other than, like, just shut the fuck up. You lost. Elon killed you. Fucking Trump won. Just shut the fuck up.
Brother Evan sent $3. Do you really think you're going to make it to the Thomas segment? You're fucked up, piggy.
I don't even know. Just shut the fuck up. I'm making it right now. Eat a dick and suck my fucking cock. Thank you for the $3, you dumb fucking whore. Yeah, I'll make it as long as I want, dude. I'll stream 24 hours. Like, yeah, that's the difference between me and you. You're a hero. I'll stream as long as I fucking want, cocksucker. Okay, it should be correct now. But, nah, yeah, that's right. I'll stream as long as I want.
Forever. A lot of these guys made huge transitions from, you know, skeptic community to...
I was never a skeptic or, you know, skeptic community. I always hated all those fuckers. I only tolerated a few because I liked those people or thought I liked those people. The skeptic shit is gay as fuck.
Anti-social justice warrior to alt-right to... yeah, some of these went completely off the deep end into race realism.
Dude, I swear to God, if he brings me up, I'm going to kill him.
You know, computing forever. He found God at the end of all of this.
Not literally.
Then the black pill, but this is just a transition into taking the God pill. And remember what I was saying. There comes this point when you take a look around the people, and it's like, yeah, this isn't going to go anywhere.
I swear to God,
Monday Matt had one of the most fantastic
Monday Matt, are you fucking shitting me?
So, there is always a compromise here,
dude. No. Listen, I've had 15 personal scandals and nutted and bitches and had kids and all this and that, and I'm still held in higher regard than Monday Matt. And there's a reason for that, because I'm smarter than Monday Matt. And again, you know, it's nothing personal, Matt. Like, you know, I don't say this to insult you, but I'm smarter than you, and I know more about politics than you. And, you know, if you disagree, we can have a debate if you'd like. But, you know, I've done everything wrong, period, and I'm still held in higher regard on my takes on politics and everything else. And is that wrong? Like, I mean, that's true. Everybody knows that's true, right? Like, I could do anything and still be held in higher regard. And so, anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, great minds discuss ideas. Mediocre minds discuss...
Yeah, we know the saying. You
incidents, and small minds discuss people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in
Brianna Wu Hyper Bimbo sent $1 on Rumble. He does a play-by-play of Matt No.
Dude, this is incredible. Why would he even do this? Like, I don't understand.
current terms, you could discuss the tactics of war, or you could discuss how they're implemented in Russia, or you could discuss how Putin's hair is falling out because of the war or something, right? But we're biologically hardwired to that end of the spectrum. A lot of what goes on in here is geared up to living in societies. People love the drama and the such. Like, this is why people can lose 1 million subscribers over who sells what lipstick to who. And for this, Mundane Matt was a fantastic story. And the one thing that you can do with this absolute heresy on YouTube is basically flag people, because it's the most antisocial thing that you can do, let alone actually successfully flag people. And Monday Matt was on one of these streams, and they basically accused him of flagging people. He said, no, and they say, right, show us your flagging history, and he shows them the flagging history, and of course there's a gazillion of flag videos in there, and so he is instantly so busted, and like unforgivable sins. Right? And to his credit, he soldiered on for years, and a man who rises always rises when knocked down is, even if you don't particularly like the guy, this is an admirable quality. And years later, it turns out the guy who actually sort of exposed him was this Ralph guy. This is recent. This is like within the last few.
I swear to God, I'm going to destroy this motherfucker. Are you serious?
So. It's a complete turnaround.
Are you serious?
Monday Matt is the guy who everyone hates, so he's just hosting the stream as someone who's neutral. And it turns out the guy who busted him has actually been flagging everything and won't show anyone the flagging history, and then just quits and leaves. Very entertaining stuff. And,
are you fucking serious?
He also went off the rails into the race realism stuff. Then didn't like where it was going, started live streaming his life.
Dude, I didn't
and
do
ended up
anything
with somebody
to expose
pointing a gun at someone
Matt.
after
he
a punch up
exposed
in a
himself.
bar or something. It's a very famous aim thing.
That's the truth. And so,
then, he
like,
it looks like he's
are you
also
literally
kind of, sort of
serious with what you're doing right now?
And
like,
he's getting things back together again. So. Yeah, and also, interestingly enough, of people I speak highly about, I mean, Metica is one of the ones who has rarely put a foot wrong online. You know, if you're going to bet on anyone,
it's
bet
Death Sentence on Thunderfoot. Sorry.
And yeah, he's been
like,
doing
I
well
didn't do anything to Monday Matt.
Anyway, so
he did that to himself.
About that time, that for me.
Okay,
I didn't like the way the wind was blowing.
You know
I
what?
Got the hell out of Dodge, the skeptic community.
Let's continue. If it'll play.
It wasn't actually much
and
of a
it
skeptical
won't, by the way.
community, if you're being honest. You know, it's
why can't I hear him?
This was
did he mute himself? Like, what is going on?
Usually, if you're going to bet on anyone, bet on Metica.
I literally cannot hear him. You guys maybe can, but I can't.
Recently as well. Anyway, so it was about that time that for me, I didn't like the way the wind was blowing. I got the hell out of Dodge.
You guys can hear him.
Community.
I can't.
Which wasn't actually much of a skeptical community, if you're being honest. You know, it's I had this was the way that I eventually managed to communicate to one of my feminist friends.
There we go.
Do actually have him.
I can hear him now.
Brianna Wu Hyper Bimbo sent $1 on Rumble. Oh shit, if you didn't hear the last 3 minutes you must go back and listen. He talked about you and gushed over Matokor. Like,
he's so wrong on everything. He missed the election. He missed the, Falcon Heavy landing. He missed everything. And so, look, I missed some things myself. And, you know, it is what it is, right? Like, you know, sometimes you miss some things, right? But I've never seen anybody be more wrong than Thunderfoot.
And this was terrible.
Brianna
To be an
Hyperbimbo
e-beggar
sent
basically
$1
meant
on Rumble. Go to 1 hour and 1 minute, please.
Okay.
Milo Yiannopoulos, well, there's a story. Laura Loomer ended up sort of storming on stage at Shakespeare in the Park. And it's like one of those things. If you go to a play and you go and start shouting and disrupting the performance, and then claim
Dude, that shit is so old. What the fuck?
thrown out that this is cancel culture and everyone is Goebbels, I think they called them at the time. Yeah.
Goebbels would have you put to death, actually. But okay.
You know, you're kind of manufacturing the news at this point. And yeah, Baked Alaska, he ended up actually inside the Capitol building on whatever, the 6th of January, computing forever. A lot of these guys made huge transitions from, you know, skeptic community to anti-social justice warrior to alt-right to... some of these went completely off the deep end into race realism and
now look,
yeah,
look,
God at the end of all this.
You know what? I want to say this for the record, and of course, like my shit is slip sliding because you know I spilled some shit, whatever. But race realism. Okay, you're right. I have went into race realism. Because if there's not a dominant racial class, and this has nothing to do with, you know, so-and-so racial class is better than the other. That's not what, I've never said that ever. Of course, you know, the United States was set up as, you know, white, European descendant, whatever. whatever. That's not what I have advocated for. What I'm saying is, if there's not a dominant racial class, it doesn't matter what racial class it is, by the way. Do you... I think you viewers understand what I'm saying. But if there is not a dominant racial class, it will descend into anarchy and violence and all the rest of that. And so it's not because I want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. But it's guaranteed to happen. And so it's guaranteed to happen because, like, you just look throughout history, it's guaranteed to happen. And so, like, it's not a racist, you know, paradigm. It's a realistic paradigm. And so I still remember Vaush saying, "Oh, well, what do you think? Should America be, you know, majority white? Yeah, it should. It should." And so this is not a controversial opinion. It's actually it's actually just like truth. And so I get frustrated when I see this because they try to say, oh, you're a Nazi, or oh, you're crazy, or anything like that. It's not that at all. There has to be a dominant racial class. There has to be. There has to be. Now, okay, if there's not, well, you're subject to civil strife, you're subject to civil war, you're subject to other things. And so you know why it actually bothers me, ladies and gentlemen? It's not It's not that, like, oh, okay, we can make it through this or that or the other. It's proven through history that we cannot make it through that. And so there has to be a dominant racial class. And it's not about being racist. It's not about being, Sig Heil, this or that. It's, you cannot have a functioning state without a dominant racial class. And so, go ahead.
Brianna Wu Hyper Bimbo sent $1 on Rumble. Let Thunderfoot speak. You haven't heard what he said about you yet.
You're right. These wonderful metaphors about first you take the red pill, then the black pill, but this is just a transition into taking the God pill. And remember what I was saying. There comes this point when you take a look around the people, and it's like, yeah, this isn't going to go anywhere.
Who the fuck would give this motherfucker $100? Like, okay, let's continue. All right.
Monday Matt had one of the most fantastic story arcs on YouTube. And so, there is always a compromise here. It makes you sound very aloof when you say it, that great minds discuss ideas. Mediocre minds discuss...
well, you know what? That's horseshit, by the way. That whole saying is horseshit. That's... Oh, mediocre minds discuss ideas, and great minds discuss whatever. Like, that's total horseshit. But
incidents and small minds discuss people, and
total fucking bullshit, you motherfucker.
Yeah. So, in current terms, you could discuss the tactics of war. Or you could discuss how they're implemented in Russia, or you could discuss how Putin's hair is falling out because of the war or something, right? But we're biologically hardwired to that end of the spectrum. A lot of what goes on in here is geared up to living in societies. People love the drama and the such. Like, this is why people can lose 1 million subscribers over who sells what lipstick to who. And for this, Mundane Matt was a fantastic story. And the one thing that you can do with this absolute heresy on YouTube is basically flag people. Because it's the most antisocial thing that you can do, let alone
he got blacked. Yeah, he did.
And Mundane Matt was on one of these streams, and they basically accused him of flagging people. He said, no. And they say, right, show us your flagging history. And he shows them the flagging history. And of course, there's a gazillion of flag videos in there. And so he is instantly so busted, and like unforgivable sins. Right? And to his credit, he soldiered on for years. And a man who always rises when knocked down is, even
I hate this guy.
Like the guy.
I hate
this
him.
is an admirable quality. And years later, it turns out the guy who actually...
I hate Thunderfoot.
Sort of exposed him was this Ralph guy. This is recent. This is like within the last few months or so.
So what? I shouldn't say that. Go ahead.
It's a complete turnaround that, you know, Monday Matt is the guy who everyone hates, so he's just hosting the stream as someone who is neutral. And it turns out the guy who busted him has actually been flagging everything and won't show anyone their flagging history and then just quits and leaves. Very entertaining stuff. And, yeah, Andy Worski, he also went off the rails into the race realism stuff. Then didn't like where it was going, started live streaming his life, and ended up with somebody pointing a gun at someone after a punch up in a bar or something. It's a very
Dude, what in the fuck is this? Like,
famous aim thing. And then he it looks like he has also kind of sort of partially redeemed himself like Monday Matt, and getting things back together.
He's redeemed now because he like ape sure bullshit. Yeah, okay.
Again, so yeah, and also interestingly enough, of people I speak highly about. I mean, Metica is one of the ones who has rarely put a foot wrong online. You know, if you're going to bet on anyone,
no, he's put like 15 foots wrong, but okay.
Bet on Metica.
This is. And I just want to fucking.
Yeah, he's been doing well recently as well. Anyway, so it was about that time that for me, I didn't like the way the wind was blowing. I got the hell out of Dodge, the skeptic community. I had this was the way that I eventually managed to communicate to one of my feminist friends. You do actually have them. Why don't you call yourself a feminist? And it's like, well, basically for the same reason. I don't call myself a skeptic. You know, when this is what the skeptics look like, yeah, I don't. Technically, it's guilt by association. But guilt by association
I hate this guy.
actually
like,
really a thing that...
You know what's funny is, like, I never thought about Thunderfoot at all. But when I see him say these things, like, I actually hate, like, there's no doubt.
It's usually right, because correlation does normally equal causation. Might be a logical fallacy, but it's also normally true. As are things like appeals to authority. You know, it's like, well, yeah, technically it's a logical fallacy, but I still want to go to a dentist to get my teeth seen to. So, and yeah, that's when I moved on to the busting videos. Actually, there's one last thing. Of all the people who survived sort of generationally on YouTube,
die, fucker, die!
Ones, so she sort of went on to the sort of social justice warrior side of things. And then, the bit that really impressed me is I saw one of these videos.
Go ahead.
Captain Myrtles sent $2 on Rumble. Hey Ralph, who is this Brit fag? He fucking sucks.
Dude,
I hate him too.
You have no idea. Like, he goes back to Gamergate, and now he's a fucking, like, complete faggot. And he needs... I'll keep my commentary to myself, what he needs.
Years of some time ago where she was basically saying that she wanted to give up all the YouTube stuff and go to university, which, yeah, instantly this appeals to me. I like people doing stuff like that. And the thing that I despise is people who live their entire lives on, they don't exist unless they're streaming their lives. There's this dystopian...
That's you, motherfucker!
Don't Look Up. Or
okay,
Black
that's
Mirror
you!
Stuff
That's you! That's you!
It's the ending scene on... Don't Look Up. So the entire world's been destroyed by an asteroid or something.
I hate this.
The last man alive crawls out from the ruins, and of course, he can't just get out of the ruins and be alive. He has to get out of the ruins and stream himself on Facebook. Yeah, I know it's a little hypocritical, seeing as I'm actually on stream now.
No shit. It's hypocritical. No shit. It's hypocritical. You idiot. Okay.
But it's also one of those interesting things that a lot of people, to be successful, you've got to appear on screen because people relate to things.
Here I am, bitch.
I'm not particularly photogenic. I don't see there's a lot of...
No, you're not. You look like a fucking goddamn fucking child molester.
A merit in having me on the screen. But bizarrely enough, I did actually think about at one point getting some beautiful girl to do the hosting part, but... I don't know. maybe not. Which brings us on to, having moved on from the skeptics community. Actually, one last thing before we did that. I got drunk again recently.
Go ahead.
Captain
And
Reynolds sent $2 on Rumble. He looks and sounds like a gay Austin Power character.
He really does, dude. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, he literally does.
was looking at what the hell happened to feminist frequency. And it turns
Are we gonna
out
bring up fucking
they still make videos
Anita
weekly,
now? Like,
and they
Jesus
pull in, like, 1,000
Christ. Are you
videos a pop
serious?
or something? So it's like, whatever. They're 15
Dude, who
minutes
cares?
over. So I actually
Like,
wrote to them
I
asking
just
if they wanted to do
can't.
a
Like,
stream,
this is
sort of
crazy.
post-mortem stream. I've not made a video on feminism for like 5 years or something. And curiously,
Hit
enough,
like!
she never wrote back and wasn't particularly surprised by
Just
that.
fucking
But
die.
after that, I checked out, they do an annual report. And it turns out that it's crazy looking back that all of the initial
It's crazy, all right.
furore was about her getting $160,000 to basically do nothing, and she did that was over several years. Guess how much they make now? And it was about $300,000 per year, and their output is basically they do a blog stream criticizing, I don't know, Star Trek or something once a week, and it's in terms of people who get the most crazy amount of support for and like this now makes a lot more sense that, why would I want to talk to you when I'm getting all this cash for basically doing precious little?
Dude, you suck. You've been wrong on everything. Just, what the
ditch
fuck?
to the feminism stuff. Actually, it was about this time that other things that tell you that the society is getting progressively more radicalized and maybe it's time to get out is there was a guy called Phil Moriarty who was a professor at Nottingham. North Langley, as it turns out. He we vigorously disagreed on all the feminism stuff. He was pro-feminism, I was very anti it. And they were writing to get him fired or something. And at that point, it's like, this is time to get out. And also, seeing as he was an astronomer, me and also both interested in the communication of science and the such like, we bonded instantly because we used the same sorts of telescopes for hobbies and had a lot of common interests. So but that was another time, the reason why. Time to be leaving. Time to be moving on. And that's why I got into the busting videos. And this was about the time that Patreon kicked in. And Patreon completely changed things in that now, previous up to that point, there would be no credible way that you could have lived off the ad revenue of the channel. None. But Patreon sort of changes that completely, and now it makes this, this is maybe a viable proposition. And
Brianna Wu Hyper Bimbo sent $5 on Rumble.
yeah, it
This
was
morning's events
also
reminded
about
me
the
of what
same
should have
time
happened to a certain
YouTube was
dipshit streamer. Here's the link.
Oh, well, let's see. Okay, I'll click that. This is crazy, honestly. Like, what is he even babbling on about? Like,
sort of relaxing the how strict they were about copyright, and it was actually easier to get videos under fair use. This is now swung back, by the way. I'll tell you about that shortly. But this is where we get into busting everything. Going back to the early days where, what do we have? Not that one.
fucking
One.
die!
I think not the Boring Company valuation. God no. The busting series. There we go. Excellent. From the
Austin
start.
Bear sent $1 on Rumble.
Where it's
He's
Thorium
mad that Zoe
powered.
Quinn didn't let him hit.
Boom.
Captain Myrtle sent $2 on Rumble. How many spotted dicks has this Brit fag sat on today?
I don't know, man.
Damn, I hate this Austin Powers sounding faggot.
Dude, I hate him.
Got another $2 million off the government, and all they basically did was burn capital to make some crappy little mock-up. And there's a gazillion of these things. The powdered alcohol and air plastic. And eventually, very quickly, we got onto the Hyperloop. And the reason I got onto the Hyperloop is because one of the guys in the office said, yeah, this is an amazing new form of transport, and I took one look at it and said, nah, no, it's not. I had these flashbacks of when I was a kid. Well, teenager.
Dude,
my dad
how does this
explaining
get
to me that,
any
actually, now you take
views?
the
Like,
air
I
out,
don't
there's no real limit to
understand.
speed so you can go. And since then, I've actually found this video clip from someone sent it to me.
Just shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Go.
I really ought to. It will come into a video at one of these points. This video 10 years before Elon Musk. They have all the computer simulations of how in Switzerland they're going to tunnel through the mountains and have things going through them at the speed of sound, and they're going to have multi-levels and these weird changes. It's a far more advanced thing than Elon Musk ever had 10 years before he even mentioned it. Anyway, Yoel Bittner for, I don't even know what the hell that is.
Yeah.
Are over absolutely everything. Without this, it's entirely possible that all of the Musk businesses would be kaput now. That's the sort of, all of these things are actually fairly fragile. Tesla is by far the most viable of these as a business, in that I think their turnover per year is like 50 billion or something. But that's, in terms of profit, they're basically break even.
Rihanna Wu Hyper Bimbo sent $1 on Rumble. I think he's done talking about you. This morning's events reminded me of what should have happened to a certain dipshit streamer.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm about to end this.
Still
I can't,
that
like,
sort of
he's
amount,
so...
even if Musk goes bust.
Like, he speaks
Anyway,
as, like, a learned individual, but he's actually fucking stupid. And so, I like hearing from people who are smarter than me, actually. That's something that I've always, I enjoy that. Like, I like hearing from people who are smarter than me, but he's an idiot when it comes to that. And, is he smarter than me on the aggregate? Maybe, but, like, he's so booty blasted over Elon Musk that he cannot sell himself. Like, it's just so crazy. Like, I mean, is he smarter than me? Like, on the aggregate? Yeah, maybe, but, like, he's so fucking crazy about Elon Musk.
Thank you for watching this clip. This is Perspicacity. Remember to like and subscribe.